I like science, you like science. If you don't like science, why are you here? But moving on. This is every realm of science that I think has been, well, I don't know exactly how many are listed here. I'm sure there's thousands more. But these are the ones that they put on this list. So these are the ones that we're doing. So, do I know all of these? No. Will I fake through all of this? Yes. But let's see what this do. Aerodynamics. Everyone should know more of these. They're all right. D, who cares? F, not a real science. I would say aerodynamics is pretty important. Most people want to know how that works. So I think it's good to put it on there. Aeronautics. I don't know what the difference between that and aerodynamics is. Maybe this is just specifically with how airplanes fly. I'm going to say it's all right, because that's fairly important, I would imagine. Agronomy. I would say that's important because it looks like it's dealing with topography and what that would do for things like zoning, I guess. Anatomy. Anatomy, super important. You know, it's one of the most basic things we should be learning about ourselves. So that's good. Angiology, I'm guessing this is to do with heart and blood vessels. So I would say that's pretty important. Like, I mean, health in general would be, like, super up here. Yeah, I'll put it in front of aerodynamics because it's more important to know how you're living rather than how you move through the space. Anthropology, where we come from. Yeah, that's important. I feel like it's important to have an idea of like, how we've become humans and how we've gone about doing things with different things. Makes sense. Cardiology must be the study of the heart. I'm going to put that right up with angiology as well, because that makes sense in my brain. Araneology, study of spiders, I guess? I mean, I don't care about it, but I imagine it's important for people who like spiders, so I think that's a part of it. Archaeology, yeah, important. Good to know where we're coming from, so always good to have that. Astronomy, the study of space, very important. Big topic, hard to breach in a lot of different ways, so I will give them full credit where it is due. Bacteriology, study of bacteria. I mean, also important for like health purposes and stuff. I would like, without it, we wouldn't know much about anything. Batrachology. I don't know what this is. I'm guessing it's either the study of frogs or another anatomy study. We'll figure it out. So, biochemistry. Okay, yeah. That's important for people to know. I would definitely put it up with the other ones. Biology is obviously super important because it overarcs everything. Oh man, there's so much of this. I don't know what a lot of this is. Anyways, biophysics. I imagine that's important. Botany is pretty important. Study of plants. You know, it's how we're gonna breathe in space. I think that's a good point. Chemistry. Chemistry, super important. One of the high rollers in terms of science. Well, I can just put the other ones up there as well. But you know what? We're gonna come up to that anyways. Climatology. That's pretty important, especially in today's day and age. Yes, climate change is happening. No, I don't preach about it. Yeah, I do preach about it. That's fine. Computer science. I mean, yeah, it's important, but is it really like a science or is it more just math? I actually don't know the right answer to that, so I cannot tell you. I don't know any of this. I am not a great sciencey person, so whatever it is. Craniology, the study of the skull, I guess? I mean, I know it's a real science, but I don't know if it's, like, super important. I'm just gonna... Because I don't think it's fair to say, like, any of these are, like, X or Z tier. But let's see what this... Cryogenics, the study of freezing things. Also not, like, super important. But maybe it's, like, important in the sense that you need to keep holding on to things for a certain period of time. I don't know. I don't know a lot of this. Cryptology, study of codes. I mean, it is what it is. It's not super important, I don't think. Cytology, a study of cells, I'm guessing. I would say that's pretty important. Dermatology, a study of skin. Obviously important for, like, a specific number of people. But is it, like, earth-shatteringly important? I don't know. Ecology. Very important. Electronics. Highly important. Embryology. Important for, like, reproduction of people and stuff. So I'm going to make sure that's up there. Engineering. Obviously very important. Entomology, the study of insects. Oh, God. Insects are the worst. They're interesting. They're super interesting. But they're also the creepiest. So, are they the creepiest? I don't know. Let's find out. Genetics. Highly important. Geology. Like, super important, but not, like, highly important. Maybe it is highly important. It's all highly important. Every form of science is its own form of importance. But, is it all, like, absolutely necessary? I don't know. Herpetology. Study of, like, reptiles and stuff. Sure. I would say that's good. Histology. Which I actually don't know what this is. Just gonna flat out say it. So it's probably too niche and too important for me to know. Ichthyology, which I'm guessing is study of fish. Again, interesting, but is it important? I don't know. Iconography, study of symbols. I feel like that's just, extra. Immunology, study of immune system. Yeah, pretty important. I'd put that right up there with bacteriology. Mammalogy, study of mammals. I mean, that's kind of the same thing. Marine biology, I think, is super cool. But I don't know how. I think everyone at some point goes through that phase where you're just like, I want to be a marine biologist. And then you realize what it's about, and you're just like, do I though? And the people who do, I'm just like, power to you. That's awesome. Mathematics. I never liked it, but you can't deny it's super important. Is anatomy the most important? No. But it's close. Medicine, highly important. Meteorology, highly important. Microbiology, pretty important. Like, I would put that right up there. That goes in front of bacteriology. Is botany higher? Botany's higher. Yeah. Mineralogy, study of minerals, how things are, I guess, what things are composed of. I'd say that's pretty important. Mycology, study of mushrooms, getting more important. But overall, it's not one that I'm just like, oh yeah, that. Neurology, up there, in the middle, I'd say. Nuclear physics. It's good. It's good to know these things. Lots of potential there for plenty of interesting things. Numismatics. Is that a study of currency or money or something? If I don't know it, I have to put it in the bottom. But I'm sure it's very important. Obstetrics. Study of babies, I guess, in the womb. Don't quote me on any of this, by the way. Because I love science. But I do not know science at all. I'm like Bill Nye levels. So, there's enough there. But I'm just like, I am by no means full source. Oceanography. Good. Oncology. Study of dreams? Sure. Why not? Ophthalmology. Study of sight. Very important. Organic chemistry. Very important. Ornithology. Study of birds. Not really that important. But kind of in the same way as, like, study of fish and mammalogy I think is going to be slightly more important. I'm guessing batrachology must be the study of amphibians. That must be it. Osteology, study of bones. Yeah, they're all still there. Paleontology, study of dinosaurs. It's important, but how important is it in today's day and age? Not overly, I don't think. Unless you're working on the Jurassic Park films, maybe. Pathology, fairly important. Pedology, study of dirt. Yeah, that's getting more important. Petrology. Is this the study of layering of dirt, I guess? I'm gonna put it at the bottom. I don't quite know what that would be. Pharmacology, very important. Although, abused, obviously. Philately. Is that the study of stamps? Philology, study of language. Important enough. Phonetics. I would say phonetics is slightly less important. Phycology, study of plants, I guess? Phylogeny is where everything's ranked. I mean, good stuff to know if you're a scientist. But beyond that, how important is it? I don't know. Physics, God tier, obviously, it's one of the big ones. Physiology, I would say that's also a big one, but not quite as big. Pomology, study of fruit, I guess? I'd put that, down here, under mushrooms. Psychology, study of yourself. Also important. Good to have that option. Radiology, like bones and x-rays and stuff. Yeah, important enough, especially for health reasons. I'll put it up there with just behind osteology. Seismology, the earth, earthquakes. Important to an extent. I'll put it, screw spiders. They can go down. Serpentology, study of specifically reptile serpents, I guess. So that's interesting. Taxonomy, where things are grouped, which is important to know, but not necessarily necessary, if that makes sense. Thermodynamics. Thermodynamics is important because we need to know how heat moves and how things go. Toxicology, how dangerous things are. Fairly important, I would say. Virology, study of viruses, more important in today's day and age, only getting more important from there. I'll put that up with immunology. And zoology, one of the all-time most important. I'll put it right up with botany. All right, this is my rank of sciences. Does that make this important? I don't know. But what science factors do you think I got way wrong? Which ones do you think should be higher? Which ones do you think should be lower? And what should I do about this? Well, until next time, you enjoy. Thank you for watching. My name is Matti McLean. You can find me on problematic streaming platform Spotify at A Canadian in Eurovision. You can find me online on Twitter and Instagram at The Big Shabam. And finally, if you like what you've seen here and you want to help me out, feel free to subscribe. It really does help. And also, if you want to see me do something next, don't be afraid to tell me. Looking forward to hearing from y'all soon, and you have a great day now.